Mask off, mask off, mask off, mask off, mask off, mask off, mask off. You've been tuned in to Mask Off, with conversation will rule the nation on face-to-face basis when we blast off. It's real on the asphalt, on the turf of the court. Yeah, we here for the sport, so take your mask off. So I can hear your ass talk. Let me hear you explain. Hold the thoughts on your brain. Is your ass small? Spit facts and real talk. I need that shit from the street that make you think real deep and take a long walk. This podcast is hella lit with my man J.D. Fence and Skizzo Blizzo.
Hey,
we're live on the night, fellas, ladies.
I just need to embrace. Thank you.
Had to come in off this track. It's one of my favorite tracks released in the last 5 years.
And please don't put no flowers on my casket when I'm gone. I'll never get to smell them. I heard they smell better when you alive, so if you love them, I think you should tell them. And please don't put no flowers on my casket when I'm gone. I'll never get to smell them. I heard they smell better when you alive, so if you love them, I think you should tell them. I can tell you I'm jealous to death. All scared as hell in the same breath. Seen some go and seen some dudes walking that same steps. Hand on my shoulder, established inspired beanie. And Kim trying to be better, I hope you see me. Cell phone to heaven, miss my call, I leave a message. Try to walk it straight and narrow, feeling like I'm stepping reckless. How they gonna dick ride and still envy greatness? I got amongst men, priceless portraits I be dating. I can tell you about the get shot, speak about the boys sad. Explain how we was young and so fake jumps when we didn't have. Some shit made no sense, we did it just to do it. They said you wasn't riding, niggas did it just to prove it. Put no flowers on my casket, baby. No, I'm asking. Please don't put no flowers on my casket, baby. No, please. And please don't put no flowers on my casket when I'm gone. I never get to smell them. No. I heard they smell better when you alive, so if you love them, I think you should tell them. And please don't put no flowers on my casket when I'm gone. I never get to smell them. No. I heard they smell better when you alive, so if you love them, I think you should tell them. We bury so many legends, it gets harder to salute. From a baby's first cry, the niggas stomping they boots, we lose them, no way to choose them. This is God's plan and God's hand. Lost my God brother, so we lost one of God's man. Salute the big smoke, tell Jesus and Tang, DL and KT, some niggas just to they dang. Show me Benji, hats off, Nasby always blast off. Exit fame, I see you dog, keep knocking them stats off. Millions getting loose, man, last days you never move, man. Easy rock Ducati in heaven, showing they truth, man. Smoke both the US, that's funny, keep you in there, dog. Blaze, I see you got it, blaze the hats up in the head, dog. Brady grind, I guess the name says it all. Flowers for you niggas, I see how y'all been stepping, dog. Jeezy up top, Davey Flock, you should know what's up. Trap would be who, ain't no question how y'all turn it up. Superstar LT and Bobby B, we here, dog. Gandhi Quincy Chic, I see I'm riding this out here, dog. No flowers on my casket when I'm gone, I never get to smell them.
Yo, man, had to do that with the intro, man. What it do, man? Welcome back, family. Mask Uncovered Podcast, man. You know what it is, man. J.D. Fence, man. JAYDFENC on all platforms. Mask Uncovered on all platforms. We got special guests in the house, man. Let them know who it is.
It's your boy, Champagne Rod, man. Champagne Gang. Black and red for life.
Listen,
I
man.
know what it is.
Yo, this track right here, man. This track's called Flowers, man, by Champagne Rod. Y'all need to go check that out, man. We had to come in off of that, man. So, obviously, this is the artist out here, man. Actually from the Orchard Park Projects, Orchard Park area, Roxbury, Boston representative.
From the housing.
But, you know, obviously being fam, whatever, you know, is seeing you grow up. You know, watching you make all your music you've been making, a song like this, man, Flowers, like that's when I had to reach out, like, because of the visuals to it too. Mm-hmm. Like, so what made you come up with a creative song like this right here, Flowers?
He's jumping in immediately.
I had to, man.
You want action immediately. This was, you know, when you know, the beat itself, it took me a bunch of places. but literally all of them was the same. Like it didn't make a difference what it was. It was, I might have had a different hook for it, but it led to the same spot. Like I was, you know, like trying to salute those that helped us, like those before us. Like it's a big gap in between old school artists and young artists to where they're like, there's no love given because of the relationships. So it's one of them things where it was like, I just wanted to give some flowers to some cats, and you know, just in general in life. Like if nobody tell you good or tell you doing something right, like I'm gonna take my hat off to you. You know what I mean? Like just in general, like some people don't ever hear it. You know what I mean? And you try to throw it out there. So that's kind of where I was at, but it was more or less hip hop wise. It was for the older artists, the younger artists. That connection's always a little off. Like you know what I mean? The older artists want their respect. The younger artists are feeling like, why should we have to give it to you if you ain't helped us get where we at? And it's stuck right there in that gap. And me personally, I'm on both sides because I'm stuck in the middle. I ain't no old head. I ain't no young boy.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I'm stuck on both sides, and that's kind of where I was at with it. It was like I just want to give everybody their flowers. You know what I mean? Like my hood ain't gotta like your hood, but if you dope and you do this music, like it's some flowers to you, cuz. You know what I mean? Just wanted to give everybody their flowers, and that's kind of where I was at with it when we put it together.
And speaking of flowers, we can't go on without saying rest in peace to Lenny Jackson.
Yes.
He was definitely beloved out here, and you know, and also rest in peace, Tori. We lost her a few days later too. Rest in peace, Tori. But I was looking at it like, you know, I was looking at it on Facebook. I'm not sure if you had it on Instagram, whatever. I'm just speak to where it was at on Facebook, and y'all need to cut us a check too, Masking Cover Podcast. But either way, and like you said, giving flowers. So like you was posting these videos of different individuals, pictures of them with the song playing in the background. So I thought that made, although it's a beautiful song, a lovely song, nice lyrics, banging beat, but a good vibe to it, is like having that visual to it, like having, you know, a picture or going through the lines with people that was influential or impactful in your life, and just giving them their flowers. Because some people, like you said, like, you know, you're not promised tomorrow, and then you're looking at individuals, because I wasn't looking at it so much from the aspect of rap artists or hip hop artists. I was looking at it from people that lost family members, best friends, and stuff like that, and you didn't tell them you love them, or when they're here, you know how much love you got for them, but you never show that. Y'all beefing over some candy yams or something from, you know, 10 years ago,
crazy.
something stupid, and then when they're gone,
Something foolish, man.
you can't be there. So, you know, I just always, you know, you remember I gave you that call, man. I think it was midnight. I was like, yo, listen, man, like I got to get you, and this was a while ago, man.
And that's the craziest thing. It's like literally, like you hear the first verse. The first verse is really it's no rap. It's not about hip hop. You know what I mean? It's kind of like how we grew up. You know what I mean? Like literally, it's everything of this is this, and you know what I mean? Like we've lost this person and that person, and then you get into the second verse. Is more or less, you know, just me shouting out a few guys, but at the beginning, it's me just giving some praise to a few guys that ain't here no more. But you know, it's when it comes to flowers, like it works in every aspect, no matter what it is. Like, man, you could be like, and I say this all the time to the young kids that play ball and all that. I said they always make y'all think being a plumber or a trash man is outdated.
Right.
Like nah, or electrician, nah. Those guys are getting their own businesses within a few years like this. That's just not outdated. Don't nobody want to do the work. I said, that's the problem. Y'all want to do the work. So when it comes to that, like, and it's like, I'm giving flowers to everybody. If you're a trash man, dog, and your name, you go have a route all the time, and they don't never tell you thank you. I'm giving you your flowers, man. You know what I mean? And that's just where it's at, like, legitimately with everything. I don't care what you do. I just want to, you know, because some people do stuff that's never paid for or put on a high pedestal, but you need that same appreciation, that same love, you need to be giving them same flowers because you're impactful. It don't count just based on money in life. You know what I mean? Smart man.
So like now let's do a little bit. I know we jump right into the heat. Let's do a little bit of like, you know, how long you been an artist? How long you been, you know, writing, you know, making songs or what have you?
Man,
some people like, yo, I've been writing since I was 12. We don't know if you're 14 or 15 right now. You know what
yeah,
I mean? So, like,
yeah.
yeah, like, you know what I mean? Like, so, you know, like, how long you been?
Nah, that's, you know, shit. I can go back. Let's say, what's that? Damn. It's that, because I don't want to say at the start of the Wise Guys era. I think it was like somewhat towards like that middle run or towards the end of the Wise Guys era, like we started to pick it up. Like, you know what I mean? Like me, Bobby, Elo, and then we started to kind of pick it up.
Shout out to Bobby the Hot too. Check that interview out on Masculine Cover Podcast.
Oh yeah.
So what years was that? Like that was 2000.
Nah, it might have been a little earlier. Like we jumped into it before we even had kids. Like, well, my son was born in 2000. Like my daughter's 2002. I want to say we was like, this had to be like 97, 98. Like we was just, you know, watching Terror and them, man. It would.
Shout out to Man Terror. His podcast is on Masculine Cover too. Check that out.
See, you see how this promo goes? I'm kicking it.
I love it.
But yeah, like no, that's where we was at, man, and we was just waiting for our turn. We had all these artists in front of us, you know what I mean? Coming from the projects and just coming from Boston, like we was just waiting on our turn. We knew we had a spot somewhere.
Now, how'd you know that? Like, was it Terror and them that put you on? Like, because, you know, it's one thing to be around them, you know, but it's another thing to say, okay, I want to do it. Like, do you feel like he was,
and I can compete in this thing, yeah.
But did you feel like he was forced? Did it come easy to you, or was you looking like, oh, yo, these cats is doing something that I love, or, you know, I want to do it too?
Yeah, that's what it was with us. Like, it was like, yo, oh shit, like, look at Terror and them, they killing this. Like, hold on a second, I think I can do this. Okay. And then when you get to doing it, you're like, yo, I'm around the best.
Facts.
So I don't think nobody else can rock with us. And it only took us a few years to get the concept of writing music and not just writing raps. Like again, like we sit there and write 56 bars all you want. Back in the days, it had to, you know, dudes was barring it up, but for you to be a standout, the commercial hit was you had to have some hooks and had one of them joints that probably was played in the club, and so we had to figure that out, and that came from the big dogs. You know what I mean?
So so you writing from there, and so we're talking, you know, 20 plus years of being an artist and writing songs.
Yeah.
Do you find, and like you said, you got a family, you know, daughter, sons, wife, and all of that. So, do you feel it's easier to write today than it was 20 years ago, 15 years ago? Or you feel it's harder? Like, do you feel like you got to dig deeper? Are you trying to find a cushion? Like, okay, I'm this old, so I need to write this way. Like, are you putting more pressure on yourself? Like, I know it's a loaded question, but like how do you feel about that writing style?
Like literally right now, when we were younger, we wrote raps faster because it was that process of Terror gave us the Tupac. He gave us the Tupac shit, yo. When I'm done with this rap right here, whoever ain't finished their shit cause you asked out. You know what I mean? So we was keeping up. But we also got that, you knock on the booth.
Okay.
Let's talk. You get to knock on the booth, you in trouble. Terror ain't gonna tell you that shit, and that's bullshit.
Yeah.
Like, him, Hess, and the Menace, and they knock on that booth. Come on out, let's talk about it. That verse wasn't up to par. We're gonna need you to go back and get it done over. So writing became faster with us.
Okay.
But the concepts and what we're doing, like again, this is me and family shit now. I'm not in the streets. Like I can't be sitting here block to block. No, I'm not on the block. I'm with the boys. I'm chilling. I'm still partying. I'm still in the clubs. You know, I ain't fucking I ain't got my walker with me. I'm still grooving.
Right.
But what you're writing about becomes different from a guy that makes a few thousand every 2 weeks from a job to where you switch up and you become a rapper or you become an entrepreneur to where you're selling something and now you're a couple thousand every 2 weeks on your check become 100,000s. You're not rapping about the same stuff.
Right.
Life's different. Then you get a little few, you get a couple million. You're not rapping about the same thing as the guy that got the 100,000s is. You know what I'm saying? Your lifestyle becomes different. So you now have to, it becomes complex too, because you have to be mature with it. So you can still rap, and it sounds good, and it could be great, but is you still rapping about what the 17-year-olds are rapping about? Nah, you're not, because you don't did what they did.
But see, this is where I differ, like in opinion, like that's good for you, that's true for you, because I've seen it. I mean, we've all seen it. Somebody that was rapping at 17 dropped the album, now they 30, and they still rhyming like they were 17. Like,
yeah,
they didn't elevate their style. Like, yes, and it's kind of like I really fell off with some of those artists because it's like, yo, come on, like, you know. I also grew up with you, so I grew up too, and I don't want to hear you. I'm not even doing the same stuff, you know, that I was doing 10 years ago. So
yeah, exactly.
You rapping about stuff that I know clearly. I mean, I know you at least got $100 more than you had 10 years ago. So like, you got to rap like
give me something. Give me something else. You know what I mean? Yeah, and it's not for everybody. Like, everybody's not going to be in the same boat. You know what I mean? But for the most part, if you're really like, you know what, I'm dropping this here, and I don't want it to sound like what I dropped 10 years ago, or I ain't talking about the same shit. You know what I mean? Then you're literally putting that time in. And now with me, it might, like, I might still come up with the hook quick as hell. Because when you hear a beat, you just got, especially for heat, you got some heat, you know what you want to put to it. Now, what I'm saying to it might be a little different. Okay. It might take me a couple weeks. I might not even write to that shit after I do the hook. I might do the hook, go give me a bowl of ice cream, cuz, and sit and watch some ESPN. Don't even touch that shit again for like a week. Then go back to it. I'm a little off beat with the hook. I go on with the verses. Like, literally that night I be sitting there, I wouldn't touch the PlayStation or nothing. So fighting there with the verses, cuz, and then I'm figuring that shit out. You know what I mean? But it takes, now it's about what I'm saying, because I'm trying to censor everything. Like, if I don't gotta give you no N-words, or I don't gotta give you no swears, why do I gotta hit you with them? You know what I mean? I don't gotta hit you with them. If I can hit you with the same exact thing that's gonna make you shake the way you do, if I can censor it before they gotta censor it, it's gonna help me a little bit. This thing can go anywhere.
But you know what that's considered, or the way I look at it, is that's you loving your craft. That's like you appreciating the gift that you have and not taking it for granted, or just dropping, like you said, plus you got seeds, what have you. So it's like, you know, you 17, you gonna come out, hey motherfucker, kiss my ass. Like, you know, you just rapping anything, like you said. Now the love and appreciation of growth, now you can come out with something like Flowers, and of course you got a lot of bangers too. Like,
I told you, I said, listen, me and we spoke, and I said, yo, I tried to get my son to come out with me on one joint. My son 9, I know he know all the words, because I've made it that universal. You know what I mean? Like, your kid can sing my song. Like, I got a few songs he can't sing, but the ones that I think he should sing, like, ain't no swears in them. You ain't got to go look for the radio edit version. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Hell yeah.
So when you write, when you rhyme, like, are you an artist like that's stuck on lyrics, stuck on feeling, stuck on what the rap game is promoting? Like, so in other words, like, you know, you hear the songs that's popular on the radio. Like, let's just say, I ain't gotta say artists, because
I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Nobody gets no free promo. Yeah. No free promo, baby.
Tag me and Mask covered up.
Yeah, let's talk about it. Dropping the DMs. You can bust in his DM. You know what I mean? Everybody respond. Gotta sound good. Oh nah, man.
So you write differently, like,
for the most part. I'm so. Again, this is the guys we grew up under. It wasn't really the listen to your music type of guys. You know what I mean? Like, Tyronn wasn't the, like, New England artists I listen to and I rock with. You know what I mean? I try to find a dope one or listen to a new project. But when it comes to, like, industry music, I'll catch some shit. I might hear some shit. Me and the kids get in the car, throw the radio on, because, you know, there ain't supposed to be no swears. Right. You might get an ass head or that. But I throw the radio on. But for the most part, anything I'm doing, it gotta be like that beat come through, and I throw it on a little speaker and I'm listening. Boom, 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 boom. I gotta find something in it. Gotta find a good rhythm in it. Gotta find something in it. If the sounds like the hook gonna work for it, that gotta be the best rhythm. The verse is gonna come regardless. If you're a rapper and an MC or entertainer, whatever it is, you'll find something to talk about. But that hook, you gotta go with that beat. You gotta find something in that beat that's just different. That's gonna make the people rock. You know what I mean? And once you get that, you can go anywhere with them verses. The verses really don't matter.
So are you more of a beat rhymer or just a rhymer altogether? What I mean by that is when you sitting at the crib or, you know, you just watch a TV or something, do rhymes come to you and you just start jotting it down, or do someone need to send you a beat and then you say...
Yeah, nah. I'll be sitting right there watching a football game, cuz, and I'll come up with a line. 2 lines, 3 lines, 4 lines. Sit right there and type them in. Nah, I don't need no beat, man. Beats, you know... For most producers, for most producers, even if I talk to a producer before he send me some beats, I'll send him a hook. I'm like, yo, match this hook with something. You know what I mean? But I'm not. You send me a beat, I'll find something off it. We're gonna rock with it, but unless it's something specific that I want and I've been writing for and I like it, I'm not gonna send you nothing. You're gonna send me something and we're gonna rock with it. I could be sitting literally, like, me and you be sitting here before we even start the podcast. I could be like, yo, it's my phone. Just writing down some shit, cuz, you know what I mean? Like, nah, just go. For the most part, like, you don't need no beat to do that. Artists don't need no beat. Entertainers don't need no beat. You know what I mean? If you're really into it and you really love this shit, you don't need no beat. Beats don't matter. You just gotta find a beat to match what you kicking. Period.
Now, I'm definitely speaking to a lot of artists and doing podcasts, what have you, but also just growing up with music and what have you, too. Music, like, it's obviously the love for music. You can have a gift to, you know, to create music, but so genres of music, like, you know, did you just fall in love with hip hop? Did you fall in love with soul and R&B? Like, was mom and pops or mom or pops or both playing, you know, Patti LaBelle in the background on Sundays cleaning up the house? Like, do you listen to other music besides hip hop yourself? Like, do you ever like listen to classical, taking a bath, you know, shit like that? Like, you know, is music in your blood? Like, is it just hip hop's in your blood? Like,
honestly, for the most part, it's the music shit in general. Like, it's not even hip hop. Like, I got a bunch of yo, it's funny. I got a bunch of joints, bro. That'd be like weird, and that I'm working on right now, and it's all you know, in that R&B lane, but that shit feel like neo soul. You know what I'm saying?
Like Neo from the Matrix?
No. You know what I'm trying to weak, listen. See how he should. Matrix, you gotta pay, man. Don't go because we gotta get all. You know, nothing's free, baby. Nothing's free. Listen, cause come on. And then when it comes to certain things, it's just like the music itself. Like, I've always I'm a big fucking weird Reba guy. I mean, I like Reba McEntire.
Oh yeah.
I'm a big Reba guy. No bullshit. Like, that be. My wife's even mad at me about it because I love Reba. Like, I love Reba to the point. It's like, I go see Reba in person.
Wow.
Try to holler. You know what I mean? Like, and music, like jazz and all that shit. Like, it's never really been hip hop with me. Like, it's just music. But with hip hop, personally, it's that thing. Because my pops was in a gospel band. You know what I mean? He did the drums.
Okay.
Like, so it wasn't really.
What was the name of the band?
The Gospel Keynotes.
Okay.
Like, it wasn't even one of them things where hip hop was the first thing ever. We got that shit from, you know, y'all's ever in our projects.
Okay.
Like, watching y'all come up with that shit and Terror and them. I mean, I'm pretty sure. I don't think any of us and dudes can act like and play it, but we wasn't thinking about no hip hop, cuz we was out there playing ball in every league they gave us, cuz every league they gave us. You know what I mean? And that's when the hip hop came for us. We loved it, but wasn't thinking about rapping, man. You know what I mean? And the aspect of all music, I love that shit. I just love all music. I could be listening to anything. Like, I sit in the crib sometimes and just zone out, and I'm sitting there playing bullshit ass shit with views from Norway or something on it. You know what I mean? Just some meditation music with some Norway shit on, just for me to chill and relax. I love all music, bro. It's never been about hip hop for me.
So the artists that you kind of listen to growing up, or like it's 50 years of hip hop right now. Shout out to NY. We was just at the Rock the Bells joint last week in Queens too. That was a hell of a show. 9 hours of hip hop.
You think that was better than the 50th event at the Barclay? Or was the Barclay one better?
I didn't see much about the Barclay one, so I can't.
But you was at
I was at
the Rock the Bells.
So,
all right, we'll talk about this next time. I need you to go look at the videos. I need to know, because I wasn't at either one.
Yeah, but that Rock the Bells, man, it was just artist after artist. I mean, 9 hours of hip hop, and we still didn't get. I mean, you're talking about, let's say 20, 30 MCs. Like, so you're talking about there's hundreds of MCs that you still wanted to see like that.
Okay.
And man, rest in peace, DMX. I wish X was, because Swiss B had a set.
Swiss had the set. You know Swiss would have did.
Oh my gosh, I just wish, man, like, because I've seen X live in concert, man, and like he's just one of my favorite all times, man. Like performance, man. Like his shows are just different. You're talking about going from crying to partying to crying. Like, he starts with a prayer, ends with a prayer. Like, I mean, because like you said, gospel, like even with Pops, like most of us was brought up, I would hope so, with religion in our life. Man. Going to church and things of that nature. So, everybody want to be toughed all and thugged. Man,
you can't be, but you started. No matter what, all of us was in the church, no matter how it played out.
Like, you wasn't carrying no burn at 5. Like, you was carrying the tambourine in that church. Like, so, yeah, man, like,
but you was about to say, who are my artists?
Yeah. So who like the Hip Hop 50, way to bring it back. Appreciate that. Yeah, like, so, like, who would you say that you really...
Yo, I'm one of those, like, you tell me you like Jordan, I see I like Scotty. But it's not based on me not liking Jordan.
Yeah, right. No,
it's just, so when it comes to that 50th, like, I'm me personally, I'm a Coogee rap guy. I'm a Redman guy. What the album is one of the best of my albums. I love it to death. Fucking top 5. I don't give a fuck. Anybody can argue and kiss my ass. Styles fucking P. You know what I mean? Always, Rakim. Rakim's always goated. I love to see LL. I just don't like what he did to Cannabis and what Wyclef did with him too. But they set him up. They set Cannabis up for the banana in the tailpipe. Great second round knockout. Great fucking diss record. But stay on the subject.
I hate the fact
LL, like the GOAT, Nas, you know what I mean? I'm always with Nas. I'm so universal, especially when it comes to music. I'm not a favorite of anybody. I just love, you got some dope ass music. You got some hard ass verses, Like, I thought Styles P was like the best Blocks member, flat, hands down.
It's funny.
From the beginning. And then it was the Kisses Blackout verse. I used to have bad luck, but you might see me in the Jag truck. Oh my God. I said to my fans, I'm like, that's the Hip Hop Quotable. It came out in the Source the next week. It was the Hip Hop Quotable. I said, I told you that shit was fucking busting. And Kiss has been in that. But again, I'm one of them guys. Like, I sit, you say, Rod, I got a song for you, and you play it. I don't hear the beat. All I'm listening for is what he's saying to me. I'll pick up on the beat, second, third time I hear it. But right now, I'm just zoned in on what is he saying. Does it make fucking sense to me? Does it matter? You know what I mean? And I think that's what's become, like, lost. Like, dudes be rapping, and they be sounding good. No disrespect. I love French, but is it just entertainment?
Right.
You know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with entertainment. There's nothing wrong with entertainment.
You gotta have the Diddy's of the world.
Diddy's the best entertainer in the world.
Right.
The best. And dudes play Diddy. No. Diddy is the best entertainer in the world. Then there's, who's the best MC.
Right.
And there's who's the best rapper.
Right.
There's, all that lyricist, all that shit come into play. Don't think because a guy get on the mic and just be rapping, you be like, oh, he's the best rapper. Nah, that's not his job, man. He's the best entertainer for you.
You think Eminem's a spitter?
I like him. But I get tired of people saying, if M wasn't white, it would still be the same. No, it wouldn't. Because first off, M got away with, and no disrespect to M, I don't care, but M got away with saying he would pee in his grandfather's orange juice and make it tangy. Like, no, you can't tell me if he was black and we got away with that, because these just lines he got away with that nobody would have ever got away with being black. And that's cool. Yeah. But stop saying it. Like, stop acting like, I like M. M's dope. Like, M, when you call M, you hear them feature M's, he coming with that murder thing on him. Yeah, M coming with that murder thing, Renegade, Welcome to D Block, like, he coming with that murder thing.
On the top MC.
Yeah, I rock with M, yeah. M's up there for sure.
Well, it was weird, like you said, it's kind of funny how when you were speaking on the MCs, you said Styles P, and then you kept going, but then you came back. Because I was actually going to call you on that. Because I was going to say, wow, you said Styles P and not Jada, and then you actually came back on yourself. But, whoa, hey, yo, now you came. So I would say, yeah. But,
Pause.
Yo, what's crazy is, I'm actually, like how you said Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen, like I'm a Sheek Luch fan. I mean, I know.
Yo, my God.
I think Sheek put together better albums
yes.
than both of them.
Yo, the Gorillaz, listen,
Sheek is.
I listened to Sheek's album on a Greyhound.
That's all you need. Hold
on. From South Station
to
watch this.
To where?
Fort Lauderdale, cuz.
Oh.
Sheek's album on repeat.
Oh.
His first album on repeat, cuz. Listen, cuz. And this is when I said to myself, I gotta reevaluate my locks shit. Like, I still love Styles P.
Fact.
He still reaches #1. But that's biasness now at this point with me. Because Kiss, woo.
Yeah, we know.
And Sheek, all that nonsense dudes be talking about Sheek is tough.
Sheek is tough.
Sheek's
like,
tough.
He put together some
yeah,
songs. Man,
yo, oh my God, that album was tough, yo.
Put together songs better than Kiss.
I think Kiss,
I
think Kiss gets the better love because of who Kiss is. So there might be songs thrown to Kiss before they're thrown to Sheek. So I agree with you, yes. Because I think Sheek puts them songs together with Sheek.
Yeah.
And you can tell, listen, man, I'm not saying, and don't nobody try to flip this podcast on no bull crap. Yeah. We're just telling you, we rock with Sheek. Yeah. We ain't saying Kiss and Styles suck or they better, they're not better. Nah, we telling you, we rock with Sheek, cuz, and Sheek's underrated by far, yes.
Yeah,
I'm there with you,
anyway.
Yes, I'm there with you, let's go.
So your music, all right, so like where can people find your music and stuff at? Like, you know, what albums you already dropped out or put out there, and
I'm highly doubting. Terra has put Ask Yourself Volume 1, 2, 3, and 4. I know it's not a 4, I'm just throwing it out there because we had 3. But on any iTunes, but anything Champagne Rod, Apple, Spotify, whatever it is, Champagne Rod, rocking and rolling. You can go to all them old sites, man. I used to have all them old mixtapes on. Long Walk Down the Short Road, all those, man. And, you know, just anything Champagne Rod _32 on Instagram. Like, just anything Champagne Rod is on that. Apple, Spotify, pop up on it. It might be a feature, it might be a solo joint, it might be a whole mixtape, an EP, an album. It's on there.
And how about upcoming music? You working on some stuff now? I know you work heavy with Gandhi Quigg. Shout out to GQ. We're gonna get you up soon.
Yes. Me and Quigg's got probably about, I ain't gonna lie, probably about like 10 joints.
Okay.
Like literally. Like either finished or we just ain't laid the verses.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I got the Joint Excellence with Naz, Extravagant. He's in Cali, in the Valley, up there in the Valley. Artists, Paris B, Honey Dolls, Trey. Just Frost, Dollars, like so many over there on that We Extraordinary label, helping out with the joints. He did the Flowers joint. just so many different joints. Like literally, if you listen to the Excellence joints, you won't think one producer did them all, because they're everywhere. It's everywhere. But you know what I mean. For me, for the most part, if you listen to it, it's raw. It's, you know, if you lock in on this pain rap, I got you. If you lock in on you know, let's get to the club and pop a few bottles, I got you.
So what's the next upcoming EP or?
We got Excellence.
Excellence is the name of the
Yes, that's one of the EPs.
Okay.
There's a joint on Excellence called Excellence too, but
Okay.
you know, but Excellence, that's what Flowers is on. That's what We Got It is on. Grown Women's the only thing that's not on that. Grown Women's a solo different joint that came from Super Crank It, kid out of Georgia. Everything else was Nas Extravagant. For this one, We Extraordinary on Instagram. Nas Beats. He got beats. I got beats. That's what he gonna tell you. He got beats. And then I have another joint with Good Bars. Mr. Good Bars out in Nashville, New Hampshire. Another producer. So I got 2 producer joints coming out.
Okay.
One, Nas and them are out in Cali, and they're great. Everything they're doing, man, from wing lords, all that, to everything. They got vegan wings, regular wings. They got all wings. They got everything you need out there, because they popping. And it's not just that. When I speak of my OGs, Terror and Hessenham, this is Hess's nephew,
Wow. Okay.
who didn't just live in Cali. Started in Chelsea and Everett, and throwing big shows out there with all of us, inviting us out there, and then picked up and said, I gotta go. And they're doing great, and it's great, man. My man Good Bars in Nashville, New Hampshire. Dope, just dope, underrated. He's in here. He's like getting, you gonna have a WWF deal before you know it. Like, just making music, he does shit like that. He's like the kid Tech Nine. He's everywhere as far as like Universal, independently, all that shit. So I got 2 producer EPs coming out. Excellence with Nas Extravagant and We Extraordinary. And there is no title to the one with me and Mr. Good Bars at the moment. We're stuck on joints. You know what I mean? Yeah, we have a bunch of joints, but it's on KMG, the partnership I have, management group I have. But everything's dope, man. And you know, under wraps.
Okay.
What first here on the Mask Uncovered, me, Terror, Drum, you know, the whole Champagne Gang. We're going back to the board, and we got a new Champagne Gang album coming up, and it's gonna be dope.
Everything could be
It's
on
gonna be dope.
iTunes, Spotify,
Yeah,
under
and
Champagne
everything.
Rod.
I can't give y'all Terror's big surprise, but I got it yesterday. I shared it with Jay. He probably gets, but I can't share it with everybody. But there's you know, there's a good one coming, so it's gonna be good, man, and it's gonna be a good year.
We definitely leaving on that Grown Woman too.
Oh yeah,
That's the
definitely. It's
thing.
Grown
We need y'all to
Woman,
hear this.
dope one, Super Crank It. Go listen, Google all that shit, man. Champagne Rod _32 on Instagram. Champagne Rod on Apple, Spotify. King's out right now with Jade Vanessa, an amazing artist. Listen, Paris B is my favorite R&B artist in the world right now. Again, on We Extraordinary. We have it all, dog. Like, and make sure y'all tune in. Master Uncovered all the time. Lock in, man. Listen, you see what we got going on here, dog.
Yo, shout
It's
out to
regular.
Bananas
It's regular.
Liquors,
Bananas
man.
is in the building.
Definitely, man. Like, this is definitely a
This is-
response right now. So
This is big, man. This is
we
big.
We're gonna leave one of this Grown Woman joint, but yo, check us out on everything. Master Uncovered, man.
Part 1.
This
This is part 1.
man.
We coming back.
JAYDFENCE on all platforms, man. We'll let y'all
We
leave
back
on this
here.
joint here, man.
I said, get up on the crowd, if you grown, scream it loud, I'm just rocking with my grown women. If you ain't here, you still in, you want it or you ready, I'm just rocking with my grown women. Anybody want a mansion? I'm just looking for a grown woman, looking for a grown woman. Gonna live the average. I'm just rocking with my grown woman, just rocking with my grown woman. I said, get up on the crowd, if you grown, scream it loud, I'm just rocking with my grown women, rocking with my grown women. He acts bad, I never pretty women with class. It's a level of nasty. Before I look at your ass, when you show me in the street. 5 is who. 6-year pimps, baby, upgrade on the shoes. Get them minis in them days, let me know when you ready. We roll, we strolling, baby, keeping it steady. A dark head with no bread and no ambition. You worthless like a new car with no transmission. Smooth move when you choose, smooth, great transition. And the move ain't to lose, fool, we love winning. And I move how I move, why I love spinning. You don't need me, you just like me, and I love pro women. Now everybody wanna mansion.
Woo!
I like that. I like that joint right there. That's your heart. That's your heart. Shout out to Trash in the building tonight.
Hey, Ratty.
What?
Make the Ratty patties.
Yes, sir.
I see the ones that take care of home. How you never got your kids always speeding you wrong. Got your loud back and bottle girl all in your zone. All that burden on the other folks, you know you wrong. But in any case,
Option today. What do you say?
it really ain't that hard for options, so make it quick.
Quick.
Full sit in the hand if you mean it and really want it. Ain't nothing in your way, baby girl, if you really want it.
Oh.
Ain't nothing like your own man. That feeling when you know, man. And here's something to know, man. To deal with a grown woman, you gotta be a grown man.
Hey, hold on. Before you sign out, Ryan, we get out of here. Can I get you to stop that?
Can we get us a toast there, brother? Can we, you know, and uncover us, bro? We've been through a lot.
Facts.
Our projects have been through a lot. You know, we've grown up together. You're another era on top of me, and I appreciate all y'all have done. You know what I mean? And just
We appreciate you
out here,
guys,
toast for
man.
Ray,
Toast to us,
toast
toast
to
to
Lenny
Lenny Jackson.
You know what I mean? Toast Miss Bass. Appreciate it,
Definitely,
man.
man.
Appreciate y'all tuning in tonight.
Thanks for coming up on us and holding that torch and doing what's right, man. Dropping
Definitely,
good
man.
music and being a prosperous person out here. This is what it's all about, man.
It's all
Everything
about-
we
You
do.
know it.
Everything
know
we
it.
do is all about
Y'all
us
know
getting
it.
it
I ain't
together.
gonna you don't stop.
Tune in. Bang.